Okay guys, so today we're looking at powers, and powers are one of those things that you would have seen at some point but may not understand what it means. So here I'm just going to write down a number that's 3 to the power of 2. Okay, 3 to the power of 2. Now, what that actually means is, and we're going to talk about these two things right now, is you have a base number, and the base number is the big number. Okay, so it's your base number. And then your little number is called your index number. Okay, it's your index number. So, let's talk about what that means. The index number tells you how many times you multiply your base number by itself by. Okay, so in this instance, we have 3 to the power of 2. So that means that we multiply 3 by 3. There we can see we have 2 3's, which is the same as our index number, but all of our numbers there are the same as our base number. It's important to understand, really important to understand, that when we are looking at powers, it never means 32 or 3 times 2. Never means that, okay? It's multiplying your base number by itself by however many times the index number tells you to. Okay, so index numbers, base numbers. Let's talk about order of operations. Now, when we have our order of operations, we do brackets first. Okay, so we always do brackets first. And then we have other or indices. Okay, this is where powers sit. Okay, so powers sit in that second line of order of operations. Then obviously we've got multiplication and division working left to right, and addition and subtraction working left to right. Okay, so that's where it sits for order of operations. Now, we can simplify numbers into index form, and we're going to talk about these two things next. Simplifying an index form. So let's just imagine that I've got a question, and it's 3 times 3 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 6 times 3. Okay? We can simplify that by putting it in index form. And how we do that is we look at the smallest digit first, so that's 2, and we say, okay, there's 2 2's. All right? So we have 2 to the power of 2, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 3's. So that would be 3 to the power of 4. And then we just have 1 6 by itself, so it would be times 6. So that is this expression, okay, 3 times 3 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 6 times 3. That's a mouthful. Written in index form, okay? So it's like the simplified version of it. Now, we can also expand something that's in index form. So let's just say if I've got 3 to the 3 times 2 to the 4 times 7, okay? I would rewrite that as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 7, okay? So that is expanding when we expand. Now, sometimes we evaluate these and sometimes we don't. So let's just say I've got 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2. I can evaluate that, and I can evaluate it by expanding, okay? And then working out what the answer is. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 times 3 gives me 36. Okay, so my answer for that would be 36. So we can evaluate it. Evaluate means find the answer of whether it be in index form or it's expanded. That's when we would find the answer. So that's powers, okay? Good luck with those.